Hey there, fight fans. Welcome to another analysis, preview, and prediction video. If this is your first time here, let me tell you how it's going to go down. I'm going to talk about each fighter individually and their history of being a fighter. Then I'll talk about the tale of the tape and how they match up against each other. Then I'll give you my pick toward the end of the video. If you want to just skip to the pick/prediction, I will have a link in the description box below that you can click and just go right there. And one more thing. This is a pretty high profile fight and there's a lot of passionate fans involved in this fight. If I pick against your fighter, Diaz or McGregor, please know that I'm neither one of these guys' fanboy, and please be respectful in the comment section down below. So okay, I'm going to start talking about Nathan Diaz, then I'll start talking about the notorious Conor McGregor. Diaz made his professional mixed martial arts debut in the biggest promotion in his weight class at the time, the WEC, a long time ago. Most of his early fights he finished by submission. Of course, he got his roots. His roots are in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He has a black belt in that discipline. He made his UFC debut in 2007, winning season 5 of The Ultimate Fighter. And since that time, he has really been known as a crisp, clean boxer. He has won 11 fights by submission, 3 fights by decision, and 4 by KO or TKO. Notable wins on his resume are Jim Miller, Takanori the Fireball Kid Gomi, and he set a CompuStrike record against Donald Cowboy Cerrone with 238 significant strikes landed in a 3-round fight. Holy moly. I think that he broke Nick Diaz, his brother's previous record. Let's talk about the notorious Conor McGregor. His overall record is 19-2. Both of those losses by way of submission. He has won 1 fight in that way, 17 by KO or TKO, and 1 win by decision. That was a notable win against Max Blessed Holloway. Other notable wins from Conor McGregor are against Chad Money Mendez, Dustin the Diamond Poirier, and of course, his last win, 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo. Conor McGregor also has an accolade in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu area, a brown belt. He has hardly ever used it though. He has not attempted a single submission in his UFC career. This guy is known for his movement, his powerful striking, his abundant striking, and of course, his black belt in shit talking. This guy is like Chael Sonnen, but actually backs it up. And in fact, I think that he's better at talking shit than Chael Sonnen. And he's definitely better at backing it up because Conor McGregor has won all 7 of his fights in the UFC. Chael Sonnen, I think, went 6-7, despite 3 of those losses being in title fights that he got basically by talking a whole bunch of shit. Let's talk about what each guy has done for us lately. I already mentioned that Conor McGregor has won 7 in a row. Nate Diaz has won 2 out of his last 5 fights. Those 2 wins coming to Gray Maynard and his last fight against Michael Johnson. Let's talk about his fight against Smooth Benson Henderson in a fight where he stands southpaw. Both Conor McGregor and Nathan Diaz stand southpaw. And Benson Henderson attacked his lead leg with kicks and also with some punches, which was strange. And then Benson Henderson used some wrestling, got him to the ground early and often, won a unanimous decision there. And then against Josh the Real Punk Thompson, again, he got his front leg attacked and limited his mobility and ended up getting head kicked a bunch of times actually, but he got put down with a head kick in the second round. Then he beat Gray Maynard with that crisp, clean striking of his. And then he lost to Conor McGregor's original opponent, Rafael dos Anjos. Went to a decision though, which that's, you go to a decision with Rafael dos Anjos, that's not a terrible thing to say nowadays. And then of course I already mentioned his best performance of his career, in my opinion, against Michael Johnson in a fight where early on Michael Johnson tried to do what he likes to do, which is pressure you, always move forward, but Nathan Diaz used his reach advantage to keep him at bay. Then he ended up putting the pressure on Michael Johnson, using just basically boxing early on and then opening up with some kicks as the fight went on. He won a unanimous decision. Conor McGregor, what has he done for us lately? Knocked out Diego DB Brandao, knocked out Dustin the Diamond Poirier. This is really exciting. He threw a hook kick in the first 5 seconds of that fight. It kind of just grazed Dustin's face, but that's pretty shocking to get caught with a hook kick that early on in the fight. Conor McGregor throws a lot of incredible kicks. In his next fight against Dennis Siver, he threw a bunch of jumping roundhouse kicks. A bunch of them to the body and to the head. He throws a lot of spinning heel kicks. Very dynamic striker, this Conor McGregor. Then he beat Chad Money Mendez. Kicks to the body were the story in this one. A little bit of takedown defense, but then kicks to the body really slowed down Chad Money Mendez. Ended up getting a KO TKO in round. It was a TKO in round number 2. A lot of people said that it was because of Chad Mendez's lack of cardio, because he didn't have a full camp for that fight, but they're ignoring the body kicks that were early and often from Conor McGregor. Teep to the belly, just all kinds of kicks to the belly, and then hardly anything to talk about with his fight against Jose Aldo. If you want to see in-depth talk about those 13 seconds, you should check out Luke Thomas. Let's go over the tail of the tape. Conor McGregor is going to be at a 2-inch reach disadvantage, as he has a 74-inch reach, and Nathan Diaz has a 76-inch reach. Nathan Diaz is also 3 inches taller. Conor McGregor's 3 years younger. According to Fightnomics, where I get all of my stats, none of those statistics mean beans. A 2-inch reach advantage is not significant. A reach advantage isn't significant until it's 6 inches. Height advantage does not matter at all. According to Fightnomics, an age advantage isn't significant until it's at least 6 years. Conor McGregor lands about 1.2 strikes per minute more than Nathan Diaz. He has a little bit better striking accuracy. He has a little bit better striking defense. Here's some fun facts. Some fun stats that I don't think are going to play into this fight whatsoever. Conor McGregor averages more takedowns per fight. He has better takedown accuracy than Nathan Diaz. And I already mentioned Conor McGregor's never used a lick of jiu-jitsu or submission attempts in his UFC career. Nathan Diaz averages 1.5 submission attempts per UFC fight. So let's talk about how these guys match up against each other. I'll get in the pick. I already mentioned that Nathan Diaz is going to have a little bit of a reach advantage. He's also going to have a size advantage because he has fought 4 times at welterweight, going 2-2. Conor McGregor, of course, is the 145-pound champion. This fight was originally scheduled for him for 155 pounds. Now it's at welterweight, 170 pounds. So Nathan Diaz is going to have a reach advantage. He's going to have a overall size advantage. And also, I think Nathan Diaz is going to have a cardio advantage. Both of these guys land quite a few strikes per minute. They absorb about 3 to 3.3 strikes per minute. Conor McGregor is going to have the advantage in the power department. Nathan Diaz throws, I mentioned that they're crisp, clean strikes right down the pipe. He hit Michael Johnson with a bunch of 1-2s, just really keeping him at a distance there. Being that this is a southpaw versus southpaw fight, I think that Conor McGregor is going to be able to attack Nathan Diaz's front leg early and often. I think that if this thing were to clinch up at all, I would give the advantage to Nathan Diaz because he will be the larger man, I think, inside the octagon, weight-wise on fight night. And if it goes to the ground, I give Nathan Diaz the advantage as well, as he has really high-level jiu-jitsu skills. Why am I giving a cardio advantage to Nathan Diaz? He was training for a triathlon before taking this fight, and he always has phenomenal cardio. I think that Conor McGregor is going to have an advantage in also the diversity of striking attacks. I mentioned he hit Dustin Poirier with a hook kick right away. He threw a lot of jumping roundhouse kicks at Dennis Siver. A lot of teeps to the body at Chad Money Mendez. Just kicks for days. And that is one of Nathan Diaz's kryptonites against Smooth Benson Henderson. Leg kicks were early and often hurting him a lot. And then the head kick that put him down against Josh the Real Punk Thompson. So now it is time for the pick. I think that this thing gets out of the first round, despite what Conor McGregor is predicting. Nathan Diaz has only been KO or TKO'd 1 time in his professional mixed martial arts career, and that was against Josh the Real Punk Thompson. After that fight, he took like a year and 4 months off, which is phenomenal. A lot of fighters should take advice from him and take a lot of time off after they get KO or TKO'd, because look at Chad Mendes coming back too quickly against Frankie Edgar. I think that Gegard Mousasi's coming back too quickly against Talis Latis. Of course, you might be watching this after that happens, so we don't really know. Anyway, I don't think that Conor's going to be able to finish him early like he did against Jose Aldo, because Nathan Diaz has a pretty phenomenal chin himself. But I do think that Conor McGregor finishes this fight in round number 2 after he hits Nathan Diaz with an abundance of kicks. Now, Nathan Diaz is going to have the reach advantage with the arms, but Conor McGregor has a 2-inch reach advantage with the legs. And with that diverse kicking, striking attack, I think that is where he's going to get the better of Nathan Diaz. Leg kick early and often, because it's right there for the southpaw. He hangs his right leg way far out there. He stands with his leg way far out in front. Conor McGregor is going to attack that thing. He's going to hurt him, limit Nathan Diaz's already not that abundant mobility, and I think that Conor McGregor gets a KO or TKO in round number 2. Perhaps it'll be that left hand shot, but definitely for me, on my Tapology, on my UFC Pick'em that I'll put links in the description box below for you to play along with me, I will be picking Conor McGregor KO, TKO, round number 2. Of course, I can't see the numbers for DraftKings yet, but if I can get Conor McGregor at any decent sort of price, I will definitely try to fit him on my team. Again, please be respectful with your comments down below. I'm neither a Conor McGregor nor a Nathan Diaz fanboy. That is I watched film on it, and that is what I analyzed. That's what I analyzed. That's what I came up with as my pick. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. My goal for thumbs up on this video is going to be 20. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on my next analysis preview prediction video, which will be Miesha Cupcake Tate versus the Preacher's Daughter, Holly Holm. Namaste.